So it's week 8. We're back at the hives. Last week we did a mite check. This week we're just checking on the conditioner at queen, make sure we're seeing eggs, the basics. Last week, if you didn't find your queen and you got frustrated and gave up looking, you know, you have your mite check kit ready to go. And this week you might get lucky, see the queen right away, and you know, always be prepared to be able to check. I'm not going to check again because I got a 0 mite count last week, so I'm just going to look at the second deep. Well, I'm going to look at both deeps, but I'm going to look at the second deep, see how they're working it, and see if there needs to be any little frame manipulation. Make sure they're fed, because they still need to be fed because they're still building out comb. We don't have drawn out comb. Some folks might be getting ready to put on their honey super, so they should be prepared and have it ready. I know I'm not going to be ready, so I don't even have one ready. Of course, it'll be the time when they went crazy and I need it. So they're not taking as much sugar water as I thought. In fact, they didn't take much of this at all. If I can spill it all. They probably only took 1 gallon, half of that. I'm going to quickly go through the top to see what they've worked on and what I can possibly use. But yeah, they're not working much up here. This is exciting stuff. They filled this with honey, no eggs, but they did start working it. I don't believe they had much of anything done up here last week, did they, Austin?
No, I don't remember.
You remember? So many hives, so few notes. That's why it's a good reason to keep notes, better than I do, so you can remember what they got done. I usually look back at a video or pictures. So really not making much progress up here. Last year at this time and week 8 I was putting a honey super on. This year it all makes a difference with weather and just how things are going. We can't control that. We just gotta do the best we can to give them what they need. Not much that's even worth moving, using down bottom, so I don't think we're going to do much frame manipulation. I'm going to put this right back together so it's ready to close up after. Getting to be a few more bees now. Maybe I'll use a little more smoke than I have in the past. Burn down the hayfield. So she's got eggs all the way on this outside frame, but she's not moving up yet. Good chance she could be on this one. Ooh. On the outside of this is honey, and so this is a good one to keep right where it is. On the outside, I'm going to put a little spray on this corner. But I've already seen eggs, and there's eggs in this one too. I don't know if you can get in close, but there's small larvae, and down over here there's eggs. So I don't need to find my queen, because I did my mite check. I've seen eggs, fresh eggs, so I know she's doing her job. I am going to just quickly go through these 10 frames just to see that they're drawing everything out, filling in. There she is down in the corner. She's right at the bottom, Austin. See her? Oops, going underneath. Okay, we're gonna be gentle with this one. Frame of brood. So we saw eggs, saw the queen. Look at the large larva. This would be a great frame to shake for a mite check. Alcohol wash. They're working all of these all the way down to the corners. That's a little bit because of what we do with the spray bottle and by moving frames around. That means they're taking advantage of all the space that we're giving them. That's what I like. Pack it in pollen. A little bit of burr comb to clean up. But this is gonna go quick now. I don't even really need to look for eggs. I'm just cleaning frames. Burr comb down the bottom. Look at that solid frame. This population is going to increase quickly in the next week because of all this cap brood ready to hatch. Lots of pollen packed right in. Only a little bit of brood. Same way on this side. This could get shifted to the outside. Just because I like, yeah, see? And that's what I'm going to do. This one that was built out with all that pollen and honey and not much brood is going to go out, and I'm going to put this one back in a little bit. And I'll take a glance at this outside one. Give that a spray. I know my queen was over here, so I didn't spend a lot of time looking, or any time looking for her. So, this one was going to the outside. And this one will move in a little closer to the middle. Hopefully they'll use it a little more. I'm going to put everything back gently. I'll probably give them a little more pollen patty. I've made it to the outside. What was this one? This one has eggs. I don't want to push that to the outside. I want to keep them in the middle. So this one, even though I'd like to put it somewhere else, this one has eggs on it too, and that's what they did with it. We're going to put it right back where it was. So not a lot of manipulation. They're doing well. We just got to get them to move up. A little more pollen patty as always. And basically we're going to close up the hive. I don't need to video that, keep this a little shorter. We're going to feed them again just like we've been feeding them. And that's it. And we're going to check again next week. Next week, maybe with the population increasing and them starting to work all these frames, we may be thinking about a honey super next week. So I will have one ready that time with my frame sprayed and everything, just in case. So anyway, we'll see you next week.